friends, welcome to part 2 of episode 36. Don't worry, you don't need to adjust your screens. I did get a haircut. I actually just got back. Just got home from getting a cut. Thanks so much, Katie, for fitting me in. Although it was weird having to wear your mask the whole time and then the hair was collecting. So I still feel itchy. Anyway, to continue on with episode 36, I thought I'd also continue with purple Mary Poppins shirts, practically perfect in every way. Yeah. And it's warm again. Yay! I love summer. T-shirts, shorts, and sandals, that's my weather. I love those. So, I'm very happy that it's getting warm again. Also, there was a meeting last night with my husband and church board, and we are going to meet on Sunday. So, masks and all. So, I'm excited. I'm glad to finally see everybody again. So, that's all that's happened in the last couple days. Oh, I did forget to mention, the Love Knots group, our group at church that meet, it's a knit group or a crochet group, depending on what you do. We met last week and then we met again last night, so we're back together. The tables are spread apart, and then like in the common areas where, like the stairway, you do have to wear your mask, but when you are when you're seated and you're working on your project, you don't have to wear your mask then. So, that's been fun. So, shall we get started with the things that I'm going to be starting? Because there's a lot. There's a lot that has come in. Well, I've had some of this stuff for a while, just waiting to be started. And then I've had ideas in my head for new patterns, all that. I want to share that with you. So, the first one that I wanted to talk about, it's like my most exciting one, is the 6 Wives shawl. This is by Emma Potter. Of course, I have a black and white photo. I'll try to remember to post a photo at the end of it in color so you can see just how gorgeous this shawl is. Just a real simple pattern. It's called 6 Wives because it's supposed to represent the 6 wives of Henry VIII. But I prefer to call them 6 queens because they were queens, they weren't just wives. But anyway. So, I still need to wind up the skeins, but it's living in my new bag. So this is made by me, and I decided you need to put some buttons on it already. So I have llama stay. You don't have a llama, and then I have crochet clan on there as well, because this is a crochet project. So basically, there you have one big skein, one big triangle part, and then you have 5 mini skeins for this project. The big one is supposed to represent Catherine of Aragon, who was the first wife, and she was his wife for the longest. She was his wife for 24 years. And so to represent her, I have this lovely skein. I got this last year at Stitches Midwest. Got to actually meet Sarah from Superfine Yarn Company. So yeah, just look at this. Beautiful. Can you see the sparkles in there? Oh, I love this. So this is on her Euclid Sparkle sock. Blah, 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 blah. Let's talk, Lori. Which is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% silver toned stellina. And this is the colorway Chambord. And I just love, it matches my shirt. It's perfect. And so then I ordered a mini skein set from her. So it's the same base, it's just in mini skein form. Like this. Ta-da! So it's the Euclid Sparkle Sock. Okay, so let me look at my notes so I can remember the colorway names. Alright, so the next wife was Anne Boleyn, and it is rumored that it's a myth that he wrote the song Greensleeves for her, although I really don't think that's what it was. But anyway, so you have to have green for Anne, of course. You see the sparkle on these? Oh. So this is the colorway Dreamboat. Okay. Then the next wife was Jane Seymour. She is the one that had the son that he was trying to get so hard to get. So gotta have blue for Jane. And this colorway is Plumage. I love this color. Love, love, love it. Then the next wife is Anne of Cleves. I chose the orange one because the portrait that was made for her that made Henry want to marry her, she's in like orange and yellow and reds, so I figured this would be perfect to represent Anne of Cleves. This colorway is called Mitzi, and the yellow's in there. There's even a little bit of pink. It's really pretty too. Then wife number 5. Sorry, my hair is getting used to the new haircut. Wife number 5 is Catherine Howard. She was the teenager marrying a 49-year-old man. Anyway, but she just seemed young and bubbly. So you need to have bright, hot pink, bright purples, all that. This is the colorway Amorous. So, and I think Catherine Howard was very amorous. And then the last one, the one who survived, is Catherine Parr. She just seems, from all the documentaries that I've watched and everything, I think that she was like the more subdued one. So I thought, this light pastel colors would be great for her. And this is the colorway Penny Royal. So this will be my shawl in this order. Ta-da! So pretty. I can't wait to get started on it. Although this is going to be a lot of winding. Oh. Next. So I have a friend who, she has this, it's called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And it's a syndrome that affects her joints and soft tissue, all that. And when I heard her say that, I was like, I've heard that before. Where have I heard that? And then I remember, then I was watching Hannah from Cozy Cottage, and she was talking about this yarn dyer called Attic Spin Dye. And I can't remember if it was the husband or the wife that suffers from the same disease. So they dye yarn, and some of the proceeds go to EDS research and all that. Anyway, so it's like, well, I will buy a skein of their yarn, and it'll help my friend, help with the disease that my friend has. So, the mascot, I guess you could say, for Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is called Spot the Zebra, which I think is funny. So they made a special colorway for Spot, for that mascot. So here is the skein. Ooh. So it's Attic Spin Dye. It's they are based out of England, so this took a while to get to me with all this stuff that's going on. This colorway is called Rainbow Zebra EDS Awareness. This is where? Oh, is it on this tag? Nope. I was gonna tell you the makeup of the base of the yarn. Anyway, but they sent a progress keeper, a cute little zebra, which I think is awesome. And then also they sent There's an extra little package in my package. So I got some tea. I got a lovely lavender sachet. Smells so lovely. And then I got a little itty bitty tail. I have no idea what colorway this is. I'm probably sure I can look it up. But it's a beautiful pink purpley with pink speckles. Yeah. I have no idea what. It's so tiny. I may have to start collecting mini skeins so I could do like a mini skein shawl. We'll see. But for this, I need something that's a one skein wonder kind of thing. And I found this on Ravelry. It's a free pattern. It's called the One Skein Wonder Cowl Light. It's by Bella's Custom Crochets. So here is her demonstrating it. I'll show you on the back. So this is made for fingering weight yarn, and is to basically showcase the yarn. So I will be getting started on this one soon. Oh, and it's going to live in my new bag, made by me, my Rapunzel bag, because my friend is a big Rapunzel fan. So I figure that's perfect too. Whew. Okay, so that's all for like new things that I'm going to be starting. The other ones I wanted to talk to you about are ideas for patterns, like new designs that I have. So I'm just going to show you real quick. This one is living in my new Chitingi bag from Kalisha. I want to say Claudia. Kalisha from Quirky Monday. I put a zebra pin on there because it's African fabric. Hello. And then Live Love Crochet. And this will be my pattern, my design for the lady I picked this for is Louisa May Alcott, who is the author of Little Women. The yarn is some that I won from a giveaway. This is Knitology Glowing Worsted, and the colorway is C. I have 2 skeins of this, so it's a worsted. It'll be a worsted weight cowl is what I'm going to make with this. And I'm still trying to think of a name. I'm not quite sure. It might be something to do with the March family. I don't know. Still thinking, still thinking. Anyway, so, but that one's on the back burner for now until I get to a point, because there's so many things I need to get done, right? Right. Oh, let me get the other one. This one is another one that's gonna have to wait a while, but I kind of wanted to show you. It's going to live in my large Chitingi bag made by Kalisha. On these buttons I put, you have Harry Potter. The weapon we have is love, because right now we all need a lot of love. And then I put a quote, a button that's a quote from Walt Disney. It says, keep moving forward, because we cannot be stuck in the past. We need to learn from our mistakes and move forward. That's how I feel about that. So, the lady that this design, like this hit me while I was driving. You know, you just have those light bulb moments. Oh, I can do this. This is so cool. I had recently re-listened to a podcast all about the life of Josephine Baker, and she is an amazing lady. Not only, I mean, like in my history books, all she's listed as is a jazz dancer or a burlesque dancer, because quite frankly she danced with hardly anything on. But she did so much more than that. She was a spy for the French during World War II, like would hide notes and stuff like that in her underwear, and the Nazis didn't search her because She's a dancer. Why would we need to even bother with her? And then she also was like a big person for the civil rights here in the States. She was like marched with Martin Luther King Jr. on this famous march in Washington. So I mean, she's awesome. But most people think of her as just a jazz dancer. One other thing that I wanted to mention about her real quick was she, towards the end of her life, she decided to adopt several children. She decided she was going to do 4 boys, and she wanted them to represent the 4 colors of people's skins. These are her words, not mine. She wanted a white and a black and a red and a yellow. And then she didn't stop at 4. She ended up adopting 12 children, and they were all races, all colors. And so she called them her rainbow tribe. So I'm thinking I'm going to name this pattern Rainbows and Feathers, because feathers because that's what she would dance with, and then rainbow because of her children. So the yarns that I have for that, I picked this one from Hobby Lobby. It's Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody, and the colorway is Obsidian Daydreams, which that's kind of perfect for her. And then I found it's Yarn Bee 4th Street in Silver Gray. It's a very fluffy, so soft yarn. This one is 70% acrylic, 30% polyamide. It says it's a number 3, but I'm thinking it's very light. And this one is 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, and it's a number 1. I feel like they are about the same weight as far as the yarn, like the, you know what I'm trying to say. So I want to combine these together, kind of like the Birds of a Feather, the knitted shawl that people are doing with fingering weight and mohair. I figured this would be kind of similar. I kind of want it to be the same shape, but it'll be crocheted. So I'm kind of going off of that, but it's still my design. Does that make sense? Anyway, so that's what's living in here. Whew. Okay. And my last one. This one I'm super excited about. I'm going to start it this week. Like, it is all right here in my head. It is ready to come out in my hands. This is a design I've had in my head for over a year, probably. So, the woman that I picked for this one her name is Hypatia. You've probably never heard of her before. She is a scholar, a teacher, a philosopher, a mathematician, and an astronomer. And she was a teacher, she was a professor at the university in ancient Alexandria. I mean, so she's ancient. I highly recommend going to look her up. She's awesome. Like, so cool. So because she was an astronomer, I figured I need to have stars. So there's some star stuff in, it's going to be a hat is what it is. But anyway, so I picked out the Star Wars bag from Clarissa Beth. This thing is so packed full right now. I can't show you. And then for my notions pouch, I have my Starry Night because we need all the stars we can get. So basically what I've done is, this is my favorite hat that I have made. I wear this. This is where I go to almost every day when I go to work and it's cold outside. I love this hat so much. This is the Skipton hat by Vicki Brown. Although this is the one I reverse engineered. I started at the top because it's a bottom up hat. So I'm taking the notes I have from this and going to apply it to this hat, this design. I swatched for it the other day so I could figure out what size hook I need to use. I'm wanting to do the star stitch for part of it. Can you even see? So this is with an H hook, or is that a 5mm hook? I think so. You even see the stars? I feel like the G hook or the 4.25 shows it better. Anyway. And then I also tried the F, which is a 3.75. I just felt like that was just too small. Anyway, so just playing around, figuring out which size hook I want to use. And also you get a preview of what the yarn looks like. The yarn is from Treasure Goddess. Let me pull it out. Treasure Goddess yarn. It is on her Treasured Toes sock yarn, which is 75/25, and the colorway is Royalty, which is beautiful. So this will be started. I've got my notebook all ready to go. I have some of my notes ready. Just trying to figure out math before I start. Figured Hypatia would appreciate that. And I'm just gonna name it after her because she's just so cool. So it's gonna be the Hypatia Slouch. Although I think I want to try to make it where you can also do a beanie as well if you want a beanie. So anyway, that is all. I think my memory card's gonna start blinking at me like, you're running close to your limit here. That's why I couldn't include all of this with the podcast that I did Saturday or Sunday or whenever I did it. I feel like this week is running together already, and it's only Tuesday. Anyway, so those are the plans that are coming up. You'll be seeing those in future podcasts. So with that, I'm going to leave you now. I hope you have a great day. I hope you stay safe. I hope you take care of yourself, and I hope you take care of your neighbor. And I appreciate you all so much. God bless. Bye.